Hey, welcome back to Tommy Bites Homestead. How y'all doing? And my Wendy Williams was, how you doing? So we are about to go into the Publix, y'all. I'm supposed to be at home making my banana pudding cream cheese pound cake. So first of all, I had to clean my kitchen before I could do anything. And then I had to get my setup together. And then I realized the bananas that I had to make it with are no longer in the house. So here I am at the Publix, about to run in and grab a couple of bananas. And then also, I might as well just grab me a bag of sugar. And if I see any shortages in here, I guess I'll show it to you. Why waste the trip, right? Why waste the trip? So I hope you guys are doing great. Give this video a thumbs up. That is the best way to support the channel, with a like and a share. And also subscribe to the channel, because we would love to have you be a part of the TBH family. Let me grab my mask and let's hit it. Hey y'all, hey, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. So today we are going to be doing a banana pudding cream cheese pound cake. That's a long thing to say. So we're gonna go over some of the ingredients real quick. That is gonna get on my last nerve. I just went ahead on and started back up, y'all. That beeping was gonna drive me crazy. So we got 6 room temperature eggs here, and I will crack these in another bowl before I put them into my cake. That way I know the eggs are good and I don't have any shells in my cake. Then over here we have, this thing is driving me nuts. I need another apron. Okay. So we got 3 sticks of room temperature butter, 1 of the 8-ounce packages of the Philadelphia cream cheese, room temperature. Everything gotta be room temperature. Okay. We have our cake mix. I'm using Swan's Down. You can use all-purpose flour. Just make sure you sift it. This comes already sifted. It says it on the back, but when you add these 2 ingredients, you need to at least sift it one more time. A half teaspoon of kosher salt. And then you're gonna use 1/4 teaspoon of the baking powder. Oh, where is my baking soda? You're also gonna use 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. I gotta run down to the prepper pantry and get that. That was the one ingredient I forgot to put up here. So 1/4 of the baking soda, 1/4 of the baking powder, teaspoon, and a half teaspoon of the salt. Next we have our banana extract, our vanilla extract, and this is a Mexican vanilla blend. We have our package of banana cream pudding mix. Of course, we have our 2 bananas that we are going to smash and add to the batter once we get the batter done. And for the glaze, we're gonna use some heavy whipping cream and some powdered sugar. So let me get set up and I'll be right back. And of course, I gotta run and get that baking soda. The pleasures of having it downstairs, or where you can get it and you don't have to run back out to the store, because I just got back from the store, y'all. Okay, so I'm back. I got it. This right here, y'all, got this from Aldi's. This baking soda, very cheap, very reasonable. So I'm gonna bring you in a little closer and show you what I'm about to do. I'm gonna first start with blending up my butter, and I'm explaining it because I have learned, and I've seen other people do their videos and they're talking over the blender and it's hard to hear. So I'm gonna first blend the butter and the cream cheese together, and then I'll start incorporating the sugar to that, and then we'll go to the next step and the next step. So I forgot to show you, I have some vanilla wafers. I'm using the little mini ones because I couldn't find the bigger cookies. The only ones that I could find were these right here, and I don't too much care for these generic. Some things I can use generic and some things I can't, but these definitely I will use these. And some will be crumbled up in the bottom of the cake pan, and then some will be placed whole on the top of the cake when it's done. I forgot to tell you, you're gonna need sugar. This is what I keep my sugar in, y'all. These came with pretzels in it. This is just another thing. Save the containers, reuse them for something else. I keep my working pantry sugar in this, and then I have my other sugar that's in my 5-gallon buckets that I had got from Walmart in my pantry. So you're gonna use 3 and 3. 3 cups of the Swan's Down or all-purpose flour, and then 3 cups of the sugar. So I just put my attachment on right here, but I think I'm gonna try something different. I haven't used this bowl yet, but because it's a lot bigger, I think I will, if I can get it on here. Yeah, I think I will, and that'll allow you to be able to see and me not have to stand right over it for you to see. So first we're gonna start by adding our butter. I'm using my phone, so I'm doing it backwards, so I can't tell if it's recording or not. And I don't want to miss a step. I want this to turn out right, you guys. Baking just makes me so nervous, so nervous, and I don't want it to because it's really relaxing. Now, why I choose to make this when I know that I'm on my little weight journey to lose weight. Gotta get all the butter in there. And I forgot I had this. Honestly, my husband, when he bought me this mixer, he bought all the different attachments. I haven't even used the meat grinder on it or anything yet. And then he bought this right here, and I didn't realize it was bigger than that silver bowl. Otherwise, I would have been used it. This is stick number 3. I hope this video is not long, but it probably will be. All the butter. Donna be like, I got to get all the butter, so Tommy want to get all the butter too. So sometimes you can do your butter by itself. I'm just going to cut a step and go ahead and do my cream cheese with the butter at the same time. I want all that goodness in there for sure. Give me all that goodness. Yeah. Now we are going to blend this up really good until it's a little fluffy, and then we'll start adding the sugar to it. Once we add the sugar, after the sugar has mixed enough, then we'll add our vanilla extract and our banana extract, okay? Let me lock her in. And I'm gonna blend, I'm gonna start slow and then speed it up. You know what? I'm not gonna start anything, y'all. I didn't plug it up. Get some of the stuff out of the way. push this down in the bowl some. Now I'm just going to gradually add the sugar. This is 3 cups of sugar. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end up scraping the bowl down a couple of times. Now I see what she's saying when she says when it goes around here, you want to make sure it's getting blended in really well. So once I get through with the sugar and let it beat a little bit, then I'll stop it, scrape it down, let it go again, and if I have to do it again, I will. See how fluffy it's getting? Well, it's really already fluffy, but I need to push this down because I can feel in here the crystals from the sugar, and you want that to be good and mixed up down in your bowl. All that goodness, yeah, I felt that. Sorry, not sorry, but we want it to be right. So while that's whipping, I'm gonna set a timer. And I'm gonna go ahead and get my flour together. This only holds 2 cups. Perfect amount. So that's 3 cups. Now you're going to add about 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda and baking powder. That was baking soda and this is baking powder. Now you need to do 1/2 teaspoon salt. There we go. Now I'm going to sift it. So I got me another sifter. I bought the one with the little handle because the other one that you do like this, it was just too much. Now you can see how light that is. So now we're going to add our flavoring, our banana, but I'm not going to pour a lot in there. It smells so good. Oh my gosh. That vanilla, that banana. Okay, y'all. Let's push it down one last time and let it whip a little bit more with that pudding in here. And I don't feel any of the sugar granulars. I don't hear that scraping against the bowl or anything, so that's a plus. Okay, so what I'm about to do now, oh, you know what, y'all? I forgot something. Hold on. Now, it's optional, but I'm going to do it because she did it, and I want to do it the same way she did. So what I'm going to do is mash these up. I forgot to add this before I sifted all that stuff together. What was I thinking? So we're going to do it now. We're going to sift it in and then stir it up. Yeah. She's sweet, girl. What you doing, girl? So we're just gonna mash these up. They're not as soft as I wanted them to be, but these were the oldest looking ones I could find in there. Okay, so I have my eggs right here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add them one at a time to this right here slowly. And then I'll speed it up. Once they are well incorporated, then I'll go with the flour, the cake mixture that is, and then the bananas. Turn that off. And I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna alternate. I'm gonna start with the flour and I'm gonna end with the flour. One at a time. Once you see it kind of mixed in real good, then you can move on to the next one. And I will scrape the bowl again. Oh, that's nice. Did y'all watch that Janet Jackson documentary last night? Well, by the time you see this, you should have already seen it if you're into that. It was really good. It's 2 nights. I'm watching the second half. Oh, I missed to put 2 in. Oh well. I'm going to give that a few minutes. I didn't even do that. And then I also heard that Tom Brady was retiring. I'm like, wow, after 22 years. So good. Let's see if I can get you up over it so you can see down in it. So now we're going to start with our flour and then rotate to our bananas. And I started to change my whisk out, and I probably should. I think I will. Hold on. I'm going to add a little bit the bananas. Can't do it that high on the flour. The flour be gonna pop up in my face. We're gonna go ahead and turn our oven on 325. You don't want to cook it fast. Okay, so we're gonna do one last push and scrape down on the sides. So I'm using Baker's Joy. This Baker's Joy, it has a baking spray. Well, it is a baking spray with flour in it. So you don't have to use flour on your cake pans. I had to really search for that. So spray it really well, because you don't want it to stick, especially around here. So I hope you guys try this recipe. Tag me if you do, so that I'll know that you did, because I'm going to tag her and let her know that I'm doing her recipe. All of that. I want all of that, okay? So you're pretty much done with it. Everything that you got to do. My oven had just beat. That means it's ready for me to put this cake in. So let us get her all situated. I need you to move over out of my way. This thing is so heavy.
I'm trying to, this is a thick batter, y'all. Look at that. Look at it, look at it, look at it. Chow, look at that. Ooh. I'm gonna call my young child, see if they want to lick the bowl. I used to love doing that with my mom. I gotta call her and check on her. Cause you know she got that Coretta. She got that Coretta. Let me get all of this out and put it in here. And then we're gonna smooth it out so it's nice and even. Yes, we are. Hold on. That thing's heavy, y'all. This bowl is heavy.
This is the hand I had surgery on last year, so that hand is still not 100%. It is where it need to be. My aunt was the pound cake queen in our family. She left me her recipe before she passed a few years back, and I make it once a year, because let me tell you, this is a lot. So, but if y'all want me to do more baking videos or whatever, let me know in the comments. So now to get the bubbles out, some people do this. Some people do this. I can't do it with my left hand. Just that hand still bothers me. We're gonna do a combination of both. And that is it. Look at that goodness. So this is gonna go into the oven on the center rack. Now, it depends on your oven how long it's going to take. She recommends 1 hour and 45 minutes, but she ended up having to do it for 2 hours. It actually took 2 hours in her oven to bake. So I'm still getting used to my oven because it's propane, and propane cooks weird. So that's, my oven is on 325. I'm gonna set my timer for 1 hour and 30 minutes. Then I'm gonna check it, and I'm gonna check it with the trusty toothpick. And we'll see if we need to add more time to it, and I will let you know when I get back to you in this video. So let's put her in the oven. So I just realized I did not put my cookies crumbled up in the bottom of my pan, but that's all good because I'm still gonna crumble some cookies up and put them on the top of the cake along with the whole cookies and a little glaze. Okay, so the cake is done. I had it on an hour and 30 minutes, and then I was gonna check it to see if I needed to do the extra time, but I did not. I have already poked it with the toothpick. Now I'm just gonna let it sit here and cool off. So now time to do the glaze. And all you're gonna do is 1 cup of powdered sugar, sift it, 3/4 cups of heavy whipping cream, but you may have to add a little bit more. It just depends on how thick you want it. I'm not gonna measure it. Thick or too thin, well, if it's too thin, you can always add more powdered sugar to it. If it's too thick, you can add a little bit more heavy whipping cream. Just a touch, just a touch. This is banana. Okay, just a touch of the vanilla. Good. I don't know if I want it this thick. And that's it. So once that cools off, we'll be back to do the big flip and glaze the cake. Okay, y'all, so I think it is warm or cool enough. It's still a little warm, but not extremely hot. It took a long time for some reason to do this. And now I'm just nervous. This part makes me so nervous. So I won't be flipping onto a plate. I'm just gonna plate it on here. Hopefully this works out. Give me a second. Gotta do this right. Yes. Nothing in the pan. Oh. And it smells so good. Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh my gosh. I should have put some icing at the bottom. Too late now. That's a little trick I saw people do. They take the icing or the glaze and they put some on the bottom of the plate and then they do it. That way you don't have that shaking of it. So what I had to do, you guys, was remake this. I don't suggest making it until after your cake cools down, because I made it as soon as I took this out of the oven, the cake out of the oven, and it took so long for it to do, everything just settled and it just didn't look right at all. And so now I have my crumbled vanilla wafers, whole ones on top. But first, let's go ahead on in here and drizzle this on. I'm gonna make a mess. I'm a messy person, I already know it. My child and they're making a whole bunch of noise on the phone. So now let's go in with the crumbs. It's not completely crumbled up, but that's okay. Because you gotta have the cookies. I mean, you gotta have it. I'm not gonna put a lot on there. I wish I had found the big ones, but I think the little ones are gonna turn out just fine. Because I get to put a little more in it. I get to put 2 and spread it out. So when I make the slices, it'll work. Carding, yeah. So here is my banana pudding cream cheese pound cake. Yes. Because my piece is gonna be small, I need to slice my child's piece as well. Oh my gosh. It's cutting like butter. Yeah, next time I'll put something on it because I don't want the cake to. So this piece is gonna be for my child. Mine's not gonna be this big. Trust. Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And you can put some whipped cream with it. Now I'm just gonna get me this little corner. The wafers, the small wafers actually help you guide your cut. So my cut is not as, so let's let you see the inside. I got the icing them fell down to the bottom, but it's all good. Look at her. Isn't she pretty? She is gorgeous. And close up. See how that, it's just so moist. That's my child's piece. This is my piece. So that glaze tastes so good with that banana flavor and that vanilla flavor in it. So I'm gonna taste a piece. Lord, it's just too light and fluffy. Oh my gosh, so good. Now let's taste a piece with the cookie. It's even better with that crunch. I love a good crunch. Y'all, this is so good. But so thank y'all for being here. Also, try this recipe. This is awesome. This is awesome, awesome cake recipe. And I want to thank Donna for her recipe because that's who I followed. And y'all go ahead and subscribe to this channel. Give it a like. Share it out. Leave some comments below. And I'll see y'all in the next video. I'll holla.